like thinking, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna just rebel and walk with these dogs on this tennis court. See, but they're gone. Locked it up. See. Well, that's that then. Well, hey there, YouTube fam. Common Sense 27 here. Doing my grind, I think you guys might recognize these freaking champions. Sorry about that. That's Bobby, and that's Mr. Benson to you, and that's Mr. Vincent to you, aka alias Common Sense. We just out here doing what we do, taking a stroll, the neighborhood, peeing on stuff, pooping on things, sort of, I guess. I don't know. It's hard to explain from a human perspective, I think, but, we just out here doing what we do, taking a poo, or a pee, whatever it be. But I actually had this idea. I was gonna actually give you guys this advice while I was walking in that tennis court there. One piece of advice: watch out for slick mother effers like these little guys. They always trying to tangle me up and steal me Lucky Charms. Not really. They're just trying to knock me over, and I don't really know if they are. But I'm like 40% suspicious that they are. Genuinely. And I am embarrassed to admit that, because not only do I think that dogs are benevolent, kindred souls, I don't think they have the concept of, I don't think they can conceptualize wrapping the leash around the legs and tripping on purpose for whatever benefit they get. They're just instinctual, reactive, and loyal. I guess if you got a good one, because that's a dumb thing to say. Oh yeah, dude, dog is loyal. Oh fuck! Go find the wild dog and find out who they're loyal to. It's gonna be a pack or something, I reckon. If anybody, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So, I'll tell you, here's some more backstory about my story and my journey that got me where I am, and is developing or painting the picture of where I'm going. See, I've been walking these dogs not these dogs, but yeah, actually, I've been walking these dogs, I guess, for 3 or 4 years, but I've been walking dogs as a professional dog walking for, I think, 6 or 7 years now, which is crazy, because I can't believe how much time has gone by since I started doing this. In the beginning, I was running just about 7 days a week. If I could help it, I would be going 6 days a week, but I was in high demand, and I was in a hustling mindset, because I switched over from a very stable and security providing job, nice pay, nice benefits, blah blah blah, and I switched over to dog walking, freelancing, and not all that security. So in the beginning, I was really hustling, and I learned, and I saw that there was a bunch of money and opportunity to be made. Obviously, with anything, you just do your craft by your code. Whatever your code be, the better your code be, probably the better person you be in general. No judgments, just pointing things out, I guess. Anyway, so you know how it could be like a good bonding thing for pets to have their dinner bowls set down in their eating spot before bed. Not before bed, at the same time that the family is sitting down to eat dinner. Still separate, because it's in their best interest to understand the difference between y'all, because as much as I would love to treat all dogs with full-on human rights and respect, they just don't have the capacity to understand it. So, in that realistic and rational acceptance and to the acceptance of reality, I guess we'll call it, they have to be filtered, guided, coached, parented. They have to be taken care of. They're not fully. They're kind of like retarded kids or something. I don't know. Anyway, so that's a good thing for a bonding, and like they get pack pride, they realize that they are part of a thing, and they realize that dinner's a thing. So like all these different mental triggers are activated, I guess you could say, which is a good thing for them. But the only thing I know that's better than that is maybe after dinner, your after dinner walk, maybe your morning walk. Dogs usually develop a pretty steady routine when they have their poop. You know, a good healthy dog will have a really steady and consistent, healthy girth bowel movement. And one of the best things you can do for your relationship with your dog is on your morning walk, right after your dog is done taking their poop, before you even scoop it, you just drop your chow and look at him, and then you poop right next to his poop, and you look at him because you're trusting him with your defense while you're vulnerable, and then you scoop the two poops in the same bag at the end, you give him a little paw five, and like the bond is unbreakable. All right, guys, that's common sense. That's fun.